Welcome to We're Just Messages podcast. Of course, I am Mike.
What's happening? Is Marcus back in the building?
How you doing, my brother?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Can't complain. It's a good Saturday. Nice little cool weather this morning. But overall, I'm good, man.
Yeah, it feels pretty good outside, man. It's gonna. We've been kind of high 70s, little 80-degree days here and there, but it don't really get cold down here until about January.
Nah.
Like cold weather. So
You'll have your days here and there, but more than likely, it's going to be. You could wear you a nice little jacket. Not even no heavy nothing, just a nice little jacket for pretty much till like January, February. But I had something funny that happened this past week. And I kind of want to just share it with the podcast.
Go ahead, let's go ahead, kick it off.
All right, so
funnies.
This is Halloween, and
what was this, Wednesday, Thursday?
It was Thursday. So I'm in the crib. I'm at the spot just smoking and shit. And my homeboy hit me. He was like, "Hey man, come down to Republic downtown. You know what I'm saying? Come fuck with me." I was like, "All right, well, bet. I'll pull up on you, bro." So I pulled up on him, and it was me, and it was a couple other people that I knew. So me and him, we was just standing on the outside by the patio. We was just drinking, just talking. And so this woman comes by. Is an attractive woman. She comes by, and my homeboy starts to talk to her. Mm-hmm. And so I'm first of all, like I said, I'm geek. I'm already geek, and I'm just geeking, drinking. So I'm not really paying them boy no attention. I'm just cooling. And so then within like 30 to 40 seconds of the conversation, I hear her say, "So what do you do for work?" And my homeboy said, "I drive trucks." And she was like, "What kind of trucks?" He was like, "I drive a bread truck." She was like, "That's not the kind of truck driver I want." And then she turned around and she left.
What?
Yes. And she slid.
That's not the kind of truck driver I want.
And she slid, bruh. And she slid. And
hold on, bro.
Yes, dog.
That's not the kind of truck driver I want. I don't know how to take that. Especially we in different time. Like, what she mean?
I have no clue. Cause she was like, "What kind of truck driver are you?" And he was just like, "A bread truck driver." And then she was just
a bread truck driver. Okay.
Yeah.
She said, "Oh, that's not the kind of truck driver I need.
I want." I guess she's referring to thinking that people who drive bread trucks don't make money. But this might, like, out of everybody who I've known, like, this one of my friends, like, he's been doing this since we got out of high school, and that was in 2010. By 2013, he has sold one of his bread truck routes for almost 100 bands.
Damn.
This is in 2012, 2013. So
yeah, so it's definitely that when the price went up since then.
That's what I'm saying. This like 21. We were like 21, 22. Like I said, he got put onto this shit as soon as he got out of high school. Like he found him something and bruh stuck to it. And it's like, dog, out of everybody who I know, like he was playing with cheese. He was playing with chicken at like an early age.
Very early.
And this is like I
2013 selling the route for 100K is a lot of money.
Bruh, it's like
it
was like almost 100. It was like almost like it was like in the 90 something range. So, and I'm like, bruh, I even got guys in the streets who my friends in the streets, they weren't even making that much money. Hell, like at one sitting, hell no. So it's like that shit is just crazy, the mentality, and it's like, dog, like. And then I told my other friend the story.
He probably wasn't even tripping.
No, he wasn't. He was just like, okay, thank you, thank you for your time. And she just,
he ain't got no reason to flex up.
So that's why he was just like, me and him just looked at each other like, and we just started laughing.
She don't even know.
Yeah, she don't even know. And it's like, dog, women, you have to know when you see, like, y'all talk all this shit about y'all want niggas with bread, but it's like, dog, when y'all see the money be right in front of you. The money be right in front of you, and y'all see, man, there's a difference between, you know what I'm saying, the real, the real vixens and the real bag chasers are the ones who be pump faking. You know what I'm saying? Don't pump fake. You feel me? Like,
bro, that was hilarious,
and then it kind of shows it's like, so not to get on that tangent because it ain't that podcast, but it's like, I just encourage everybody to be yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you not that type of person. Like, if you're not really about the money, like, don't be like that. You know what I'm saying? If you're not really about this chicken and really about, because there's some women who really, they move like that. And I can't do nothing but respect them. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, they know the game. You know what I'm saying? They know the game. They know how to, you know what I'm saying? Even if they know how to fake it till they make it. You know what I'm saying? but they in the game. They in them, and they're not really ashamed of that. They just know how to move with it. So I respect them, but it's the ones that don't know and trying to come out here and try to come with this.
Yeah, she try to one up your dog.
Trying to want, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, bitch, it ain't even. That's not even called for, my nigga. Like,
oh, that's not the kind of truck driver I need. What you talking about? You don't even know the type of truck
driver you need.
Obviously, you don't know.
And then I was talking to one of my other partners about it. And he was like, dog, she don't even know like bread truck drivers. Like they make some of the highest money in this shit. Cause it's literally
bread is constantly moving.
It's literally a grocery store on every corner.
Literally, bread is constantly moving. Like you'll always need. There's always a store that needs some bread.
Yes.
You remember the bread store that used to be right there on
I know you're talking about.
Right over there on 78.
Yeah, 78. I'm about to say Somerville area.
That shit closed now, bro.
Mm-hmm. They probably either got bigger.
Is there even a bread store around anymore, bro? Like an actual store dedicated just bread only.
No, I don't think they got that no more, bro. That's some like 90s shit.
Bro, I remember that bread store, bro. I used to always go there.
Yeah, I remember that shit.
Damn, that shit used to be right across from the little plant shit where they sell a mulch and all that shit.
Yeah, it's like a little bit past the fair.
Yeah, but other than that, I just see grocery stores now. But an actual dedicated bread store, I ain't seen one of those in a minute. I think that should probably close mid 2010s, somewhere around there. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that store open in a minute. She don't even know what the fuck she talking about.
It was just crazy. It was just crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just like, because I had never heard that. I had never heard that in my life, bro. And I'm, like I said, I'm, chilling, geeking. And then I just hear the thing that struck me was so what do you do for work? She said that within like the first 40 seconds. You know what I'm saying? Like she did this shit like the first.
She trying to establish
almost to
early.
almost to a minute, like damn near almost a minute in. And I was
like, bitch, we at the club.
Yeah, that's what so immediately my antennas just went. Because at first I was like, oh, they just about to have a convo, you know?
Yeah, regular convo.
Man, I'm like, the fuck?
Fuck is she talking about, bro?
Oh, I don't know. Hey, man, it's hard out here, boy. It's hard out here. It's hard out here, boy. It is hard out here. That's all I got to say, boy.
How old she look?
She looked like she was probably. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. She probably looked like. She probably was like maybe 23 to 26. Like I said, this is like a Halloween party. She's like maybe 26, 27 at the latest. You know, I wasn't. You know, I'm not really checking shit. I just say, oh, this tracking, and then I just. Like, okay, well, my dog about to do his thing in school. So I'm just sitting there chilling. And then, boom, that question comes up, and my antennas come like, who the fuck would say that? Like, I'm saying,
your homeboy is how he around our age?
No, my homeboy, yeah, he might be 30. Bing probably like 32. 32,
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so he right there with us. What would be the youngest woman you would date?
I mean,
and fuck on.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. You know, I'm in a relationship, so I ain't really. I'm just.
Okay, cool. You good. You
know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to get you bent up.
Nah,
I feel like for me, for dating,
yeah,
I really do subscribe to age don't really have no maturity, but life experience does matter.
Yeah.
If I'm seriously dating, I probably would say the youngest I go is. I'm 33. 26, 27-ish.
That's not bad.
Maybe 25. Maybe. I'd probably say 27, 26. Yeah, to smash, I'd probably say 24, maybe 23, 24.
Yeah, that ain't too bad. That's not bad 23. on a scale. Like I said, I'm in a relationship.
Yeah, you in a relationship, so you ain't got to answer.
I know, but hypothetically, I ain't gonna say the smashing part. I'm not gonna do that. But if you like hypothetically, if I was a single man out here, I ain't gonna lie. I really wouldn't talk to nobody young because it's just my personality.
Like you kind of always been like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna need somebody who's like around. I'm gonna need if like I'm 33, like I would need somebody at least like 30, 31.
30.
Yeah, that's just who I am. You know what I'm saying as a person. Like,
okay. You know who I seen pop up on my TL lately? I'm looking at her page now. I ain't heard from her in a minute. Elle Varner. You remember Elle?
Yeah, the refill song. Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't heard from.
Oh, she
Elle
back
in a
out here?
minute. Yeah, she had a pic that went viral recently. She
Oh,
looked
okay.
good.
Okay, for sure. Shout out to Elvana, man. Staying in it.
Stacked too. I didn't know she was holding like that.
Nigga, hell.
You know, I like them thick ones. But yeah, that's funny though. I don't even know how I would react in that situation. I probably wouldn't laugh at the spot because she probably think I'd be laughing at her, laughing at my man's. But
No, I was just like,
she tripping, bro. The fuck is she talking about? That's funny though. That is a funny story.
yeah, that was just like, huh? Like I just didn't understand that, bro. That shit was funny. That shit just threw me for a loop. I was not expecting her to say that. I was not expecting. I thought she was gonna be like, "Oh, okay, well, I do this," and
You saw a lot of dress up people on Halloween.
yep. But Halloween, I don't know.
Downtown, I know downtown has some characters.
Yeah, man, there was some people out there, man. But that shit just, I mean, I don't know. I mean, when you get older and you go like to a Halloween party, I don't know. I just was. I ain't really give a fuck. Bro.
I did see social media always going to show up for Halloween now. As far as posting, I saw some dope ass cartoons. Somebody did the Thin Line Between Love and Hate.
Yeah, I seen that cover. One. Yeah.
Somebody did Michael Jackson's Thriller, him and his girl. When it actually found, and them boys got off. They
got the jacket and shit. Yeah,
they got the jacket. They did the car, all that. Somebody did Michael Jackson and Janet Jackson Scream.
Oh, that's hard.
That shit was hard.
Yeah.
Chloe Bailey and Haley Bailey. They did what's the two girls off of Snoop?
Velma.
Not Snoop.
Shaggy. Velma
and
I forgot the other girl.
Yeah, but they did her. The girl who went viral for talking about, dude, look like I go 50-50.
Yeah.
The fine joint.
Yeah.
She did Sierra's.
Okay,
She did a tribute to Sierra. That was fire. Sierra did Glorilla's famous interview.
Yeah.
Complex interview. Damson Idris, he did Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
This is bad Michael Jackson, so we talking like 1987, 88.
Okay.
What's some other dope ones I seen? Oh, this shit had me die. Michael Irvin did the Joker, but somebody called him the Coker.
Shout out to my bro, man.
Michael Irvin, crazy. Cocaine Cowboy.
Yes.
Man. The real Cocaine Cowboy.
Original.
Original.
Him and Lawrence Taylor back to back.
That shit was crazy, bro. That shit was hilarious. I seen the little white boy. He did Donald Trump. He did the impersonation. Yeah. That shit was hilarious. He had Donald Trump down to a T, bro. That shit was tears.
I seen one where they had this little white boy was Tyreek Evans. Well, not Tyreek Evans, Tyreek Hill.
When he got arrested? I did see that.
I was like, that was cool. That was straight.
Cam came dressed up as a hospital patient because he said, "I'm tired of these niggas and bitches." Yeah. Niggas crazy. For that. Niggas crazy.
They was trying to fry him for that. They was trying to say, "Yo, you too old to be."
You can never be too old to be tied to people. In my opinion, I'm sorry. I don't know, but I definitely did see some dope ones, man. Yeah. The one that shorty who did Sierra though, she killed that shit though. Mm-hmm. She had the choreography down to the T. She did the ride video. Yeah, I was like, damn.
Because when you rich and got money, Halloween is just like totally different. Like
you could really get off.
Yeah.
Like you could really, really get off. Mm-hmm. When Fab was with his ex, someone used to always kill that shit. Mm-hmm. They used to always kill it. I'm interested to see what Beyonce and them do. You know, Beyonce and them always get off.
She did Prince, I think.
She did?
Yeah, she did.
They usually do like a family theme Halloween.
No, I think it was just her. She did Prince.
She did Prince? Okay,
yeah,
I ain't seen that. Mm-hmm. She did Purple Rain Prince?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Well, I think she did like a couple. She did like a couple, from what I remember. I saw on Twitter.
Yeah, I ain't seen that one. But yeah, that was some of the best ones. Shout out to Kayla Nicole though, because outside her comments on that podcast, that's a fine woman right there, bro. Can't even front on that. She really killed. I mean, the choreography was down to him. I thought I was looking at Sierra for a minute. I'm like, when the hell Sierra get that thick now? She ain't been that thick. But yeah, she got off. She got off on that one. I'm trying to think of somebody else who might have who showed you.
Tiger had one that looked kind of real. That shit was crazy.
What he did?
He did something like I forgot, dog, what it was. Like I seen it, I know what it looked like. I forgot what it looked. I forgot what the name of the costume the dude he was playing was, but that shit looked real as fuck.
Janelle Monáe did E.T.
Yeah.
She did the boy with the hoodie, and she did actual E.T. Like
Yeah.
the height and everything.
Yeah.
Whoever did her costume got out, but like you said, when you rich like that,
You can
can
play different.
You can definitely play different when it comes to some shit, bro. For real. But I see some dope costumes though. The women, I will say, the women usually show up better than the men on Halloween. I'll say that for sure, definitely. So we want to start out, man. Young Thug. Young Thug has been released from prison. He reached a plea deal in his ongoing RICO case that started 2022. Young Thug he struck a plea deal for 15 years probation. He got time served on a 40-year sentence, 20 which will be prorated. So if he violates his 15-year probation, he will have to send his ass back to jail and serve that full 20. Very strict probation in my opinion. I'll just name off. He has a 10-year ban from Atlanta. Can't be associated with anyone who's a felon. He has to do community service where he speaks to youth against gang violence at least 3 sessions. His music can't have any gang violent content in it. And I think it does have random drug testing. I think a lot of times it comes down to who your PO is at the same time too.
Yeah.
Hopefully Thug has somebody who's not really that much of an asshole, but a lot of people are saying Fannie Willis pretty much dropped the ball on this case. At first I said that, but I think they're rolling the dice on him fucking up. So they probably sent back like, he'll fuck up. He'll be back in there to serve that 20. Others are looking at it like this shit has been a shit show since the beginning. It was a whole bunch of bullshit going on. The state never knew what they was going. So I guess it's all about perspective at the end of the day. But Young Thug is home, man.
Yeah, man. King Slime is back. You feel me? And my personal thoughts on this shit. Like you said, it was a shit show. Like it was a shit show from the beginning. A lot of the stuff they was bringing up, the quote unquote credible witnesses, things of that nature, like all that shit everything just tanked for the prosecutor. Everything just, to me, like I said, it's been a shit show from the beginning. Like
they changed judges too. You had certain instances where the judges getting fed up with prosecution and all this other shit. It was just a lot of shit.
They were just trying to make a bunch of shit stick that wasn't sticking, and that's like Brian Steele.
Never really no hardcore concrete proof.
Yeah, never nothing really.
Oh yeah, Brian Steele performed his ass off.
He's definitely getting to someone said they put a statue of him on Cleveland. They need to do that, but they would do my boy like the Red Auerbach statue. You know what I'm saying? Had that shit where niggas could sit on the bench with my dog. You feel me? But he was my boy definitely was he was definitely Jordan in Game 6. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He was Jordan in Game 6. You know what I'm saying? And technically speaking, if you want to be technical, I mean he technically beat the case, but he didn't beat the case on because he still had to plead guilty, to certain charges. But
like gun possession,
like drug possession, yeah. But other than that, I mean, technically speaking, it's still a win. You don't, nigga. I don't give a fuck what you charge. I don't give a fuck what I'm guilty of. As long as I ain't serving no jail time, I don't give a shit.
Some people feel like the probation be worse than. I guess that's for people who's already been in that cycle. Wallow just recently got off probation.
Yeah, seen that.
Wallow had been out for like what 10, 11 years now or something like that. It's definitely been at least 10 years Wallow's been out. Yeah. But he just recently got off probation. Sometimes a lot of people feel like the probation can be worse than the jail time. I don't know too much about that, but it depends on the levels of your probation. Like some got really, really strict probation. That should be like for 15, 20 years. So I say like this. My opinion, I feel like that's why Thug took it because, man, fuck what y'all talking about. I'm ready to eat some good food. I'm ready to be outside. And I think he just had to discipline himself ultimately. And I think he'll be able to do that. I think he'll be fine.
Yeah, I think he'll be good. I just think the only thing that might get him is just,
10-year ban from Atlanta is insane.
Yeah, that is crazy, but they do that just off the strength of his influence.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, sure. Just off his
strength. They don't want him doing, you're out of here. I said last night, he might as well go ahead and set up a home in Vermont, bro. No, seriously, I would get it far away from Georgia as possible to show them that I'm serious about changing my life. We talking about United States of America. We talking about somebody who rich. It's not like Thug can't get from point A to point B if he need be. Just go chill out in Vermont somewhere, Montana, Idaho, whatever the case may be. It could be a southern state. Go to New Mexico or something. I don't know. South Carolina.
Hey, fuck it.
You get what I'm saying? North Carolina, Virginia, whatever the case may be. But I feel like he needs to be at least, this is my opinion, at least 3 states away.
Yeah.
At least, geographically.
Well, he can't be in South Carolina then, because that's
well then you're right next door. So yeah.
I mean, or he could just do what a lot of
you can do whatever you want.
Go to California. A lot of niggas just go to California.
I wouldn't even go to Cali.
I think if you could go to Cali, you could get super duck off. Because Chief Keef went to California and got super ducked off.
He did.
And, he escaped everything. So that might could be a play. But like you said, like one of those places like, Vermont, Montana, somewhere just Maine, somewhere just far away from
Connecticut.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Far away from.
Or if he still want to stay in tools is going on business-wise, go stay in New York.
Yeah, because New York, at the end of the day, New York is, I don't know, that's kind of funny because everybody has to come to New York.
Yeah, true.
So it's like you going.
You do got to be mindful of who you're hanging around. You really got to be mindful because you can't have no convicted felons around you. So even if you want to collab with certain niggas, you got to make sure niggas sitting verses now, so they don't got to be in the same studio at the same time. I just know that nigga's happy to be out. So for number one, he can have some good eats and finally get back to his girl. So ultimately, he don't need too much around that and his kids because Thug got kids. Yeah. So those are the ones he need to keep close around him. Other than that, hey, you niggas, I got 15-year probation. I can't be playing with y'all niggas.
I mean, he should just,
Because what they're rolling the dice on is him fucking up and him having to go back to serve that 20. So Thug not trying to go back and serve no 20. We know that. So I think he'll have some strict shit going on around him. I think he really will change. I think Thug around Thug, shit, I'm same age as Thug. He 33. So,
I mean, with bruh, it's like, man, you done beat this shit. You know what I'm saying? Technically speaking, you didn't beat it, so it's like you can't.
If you free, you beat that shit.
That's what I'm saying. You technically
you was able to go home.
You was able to go home, so it's like, bruh, you can't really put nothing in jeopardy of that. So you need to keep the
and you got kids.
Yeah, keep the ones you love around you. Keep everything. Try to keep the only thing. With the probation shit, man, I honestly think probation in general should just be from 3 to 5 years.
Well, probation laws are ridiculous.
That's saying they're ridiculous because 15 years for, like, come on.
I think Meek Mill was working on that in the state of Pennsylvania. He was able to get one of those laws passed.
Oh, that's dope.
To like reduce like strict probation laws and shit like that. Definitely, I think Philadelphia had some of the like.
Craziest one?
Most strictest probation. Hell yeah, probation law. Because I think that's why Wallow just got off.
Yeah,
he got off probation. I think he had probation for 12 years, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, that's a lot. And then you got to think, Wallow went in, he was young when he went in there. So it's like, bro, he went in for. I think
with Wallow, with his probation though, because Wallow's an older cat now. Yeah. I don't think they really be worrying about the older ones. It'd be kind of like the guys around our age and younger.
Because we'll slip back. You like the we'll fuck around. And
they didn't really have to worry about Wallow, fucking up.
Yeah.
Wallow's a motivational speaker. He got shit pumping. Wallow really getting to the money, legitimately getting to the money as well. So when you factor in those things, they probably was, and he probably had a cool PO.
Yeah, that's really the biggest thing, bro. Just having somebody who's not trying to violate you every step of the way, like, because there's some POs who are they just want to get a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like random drug tests. Like if you're an artist and you have a show or something, and then after the show, PO might just be like, all right, the next day, all right, I need you to drop for me. And it's like, damn, bro, like they'll try to catch you at your worst, like when a bunch of shit's going on, when that this artist might be, vulnerable to the situation of, oh, he might do drugs this time because he's at a concert or he's this or he's this. So they might try to get you at those vulnerable times. So, as long as he got a PO that's real just, smooth and just, not trying to, violate him every step of the way, then I think he'll be
I think
all
over the last year, Thug probably felt like, I won't be in here long. Just how, based on the case is playing out. And especially at this last tweet, the Metro and Drake and Future.
Yeah.
When he was like, music ain't the same without us collabing. I was like, yeah, he might be home soon, man.
It might be coming down.
I'd be definitely interested to see what Thug drops. Obviously, he can't drop that project that he was gonna drop before he got booked. You remember that shit?
Yeah, they trying to ban him from certain things he can say, which I don't like. I mean, I understand, but at the same time, it's still the First Amendment.
Now that conversation still continues to be muddy because you don't never know. Like, can your lyrics used against you? Because
they're so
it's under the
selective.
guise of entertainment at the same time too.
But they're so selective when they want to do it, when they not want to do it. So it's never on a consistent basis. So they pick and choose when they want to do this shit for. That's crazy because that's how Mac from No Limit, he had to go to prison for a crime he didn't even do. But they
used lyrics.
They used his lyrics against him, and they put him in jail for that shit. I mean, he did like 20-something years for that, for a crime he did not do. And it's just, like I said, they like to pick and choose when they can use lyrics against an artist and when they can't use it, when they don't want to. So, man, that shit is whack. I don't like that. I mean, I can understand, what they're trying to say.
I guess trying to falls under behavioral practices and shit.
Yeah, but this is also artistic expression.
That's what I'm saying. It's artistic.
I'm not actively. I mean, well, see, that's the thing. That's where we blur the line because
that's where we at with music. When
they
will try to use. I'm not for using lyrics against somebody in court because I feel like music is art at the end of the day. It's entertainment. I don't charge it as real. But if you niggas are blatantly saying certain things that happen in a murder and the cops are trying to figure it out, that's why. That's where you go back to. Okay, where does this fall under? Is it entertainment? Because if it's entertainment, then you got to get real specific with this verbiage.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. I look at music like I look at movies. That shit ain't real. That shit entertainment. I understand music can have real impacts. It influences people. I understand that. But when you talking about start charging artists, I'm not really for the whole using lyrics against you. But if it ever gets to that point, then a lot of motherfuckers going to have to, skew the way they do shit.
And for some artists, well, I'll say for this, if the lyrics are vague, then I think it's artistic expression. But like you said, once things start getting a little bit too specific, a little bit too, like dropping clues on records, then that's when it, the lines definitely get blurred because, like you said, it does go into like, okay, if we need to solve a crime, we can put two and two together if we listen to this dude's lyrics because they're so specific in what happened or was detailed on the crime scene, So I think if artists, they just gotta like if an artist is just vague with his statement, then it's cool. Like, because, if you're just rapping about, you just vague, like, you shooting somebody, but you're not, I don't know.
Describing a date, time, when, where, names.
We shot
names.
These niggas be like, yo, I shot this nigga outside the food line at 12:50 a.m. or 12:50 p.m. You know what I'm saying? Broad daylight, whacked them. It's all on record. Like literally from when you woke up to when you whacked dog to when you got in the studio.
Shit is insane, man. I don't know how they are law wise with that, but I remember that trying to be because they was playing some of Thug's songs in court. You get what I'm saying? Trying to get evidence on him, but no, the man is home. Who you think he gonna collaborate with first?
Oh, Gunna.
They getting that track ready.
Please believe.
How you feel about everybody who turned on him?
So if you really want to go by technicality, he's still told because the Young Thug's not the only person on that case. So technically speaking,
when his dad came out recently, he was like, Gunna didn't do nothing to hurt.
It didn't do nothing to hurt Jeffrey, but it probably hurt somebody else in that case.
Okay.
Because, Y'all Gotti still got to, but at the same time, I think Y'all Gotti shit might be a little separate. So I don't know. But I know there's also 2 other people who are on the case too.
Okay.
And they just
I think it's like six or 7 of them.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it might not have hurt Thug, but it might have hurted somebody else because at the end of the day, the whole point was YSL is not a gang.
Gang, right.
And you said that YSL is a gang. So, I get what people are saying to an extent, but if you want to just go by black and white definition, I know life is gray. But by black and white definition, this would be considered you cooperating. But in gray definition, I'm pretty sure people
Doug was like, that shit ain't that's still my homie at the end of the day.
But and then also and also in a gray area, like they have to admit that YSL is a gang. I'm pretty much everybody knew YSL was a gang, so he just confirmed it, which is still it's still cooperation, but at the same time, it's like he didn't tell. He told them something that they already knew.
I got you. I mean, Gunna still he came back strong though. He had a great album last year. Everybody was getting little baby memes ready.
Yeah. But see, that's the thing with that situation. Like, you shouldn't have been so quick to jump off of the fence. Like, if honestly, you should have had I doubt he had a conversation with him.
Nah, he didn't have no conversation.
So, you know what I'm saying? That's supposed to be your man. So, I think that's the one thing that you got to really...
Shit, they had a whole album together, bro.
That's what I'm saying. You got to really have a conversation with your people like, hey, bro, this is what I heard. I don't know everything. All I heard was this was going on. So, let me know from your perspective what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And, some people just might be straight up and be like, yeah, I did what I did. You know what I'm saying? And some people be like, I did what I did, but here are the reasons why. And some people don't care for the reasoning. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you still, by black and white, you told. But like I tell niggas, like, it's way more gray than black and white with a lot of situations. Like, this situation still got a lot of gray area to it. It's not. I mean, if you want to go by black and white, then cool. But this situation still got a lot of gray in it.
You feel like Thug would be able to switch up his content rapping wise?
Yeah, because man,
I feel like it'd be easy.
It'd be easy. I'm pretty sure
he like bragging about shit too. So yeah, he could get on some rapping fly shit.
I mean, yeah, he would definitely be going crazy with the fashion bars and shit like that. Doug's is a very creative person, like creative. Melody wise,
yeah.
Like, he could do a whole lot. He don't just gotta. I mean, the Blad and the slime and all.
Because they will be listening closely now, but I think he'll be all right.
That's cool, but I mean, if you really listen to Thug music and appreciate his music, you know that like he's got like various forms and various avenues and lanes he can get into when it comes to making music. Like, he's one of our most talented artists of our era, of our generation. So I'll be I can't wait to hear what he's got going on. What pocket he's going to get into sonically and things of that nature. But I definitely think Gunna is going to be the first feature, the first person who they link together. Like, they're gonna try to do some shock the world shit, man.
Definitely. I know Future and Thug got some shit lined up. Drake and Thug probably got some shit lined up. Because I know all Thug and Drake real cool. Future and Thug real cool. Elliot Wilson said Future and Drake had a conversation. Let me see if I can find that. But what you think about that? I mean, he said it on Family Matters though. And I kind of felt like with him, that probably wouldn't be a grudge that he would hold.
Yeah.
Him and Meek Mill was a little bit more serious, but Future and Drake never really had no static for real.
No.
Like he said he felt like that had a lot to do with Metro. So, yeah. I mean, a lot was said though. A lot was said.
Right, but isn't this kind of ironic that they announced that they cool and Metro Boomin get hit with that charge or that?
Well, that was a few days before actually. And they cool. It is kind of fun. Let me play this from Elliot Wilson. This is Elliot Wilson speaking on Drake and Future reportedly squashing their beef.
Drake and Future gotten on the phone and they resolved their difference. Wait. Drake and Future. What a time to be alive. A good authority. Drake and Future have at least gotten on the phone and resolved their differences. So I don't know what that means. Obviously, we saw Young Thug. Young Thug from prison, incarcerated, put out the energy of, hey guys, let's get it back going. So I think that helped the energy when Future reposted it. Yeah. So I know they did. All I can really say is they got on the phone and whatever seemed to be the issues, they seem to come to a place of resolving that. Metro not included. There's no trust there still with Metro, but I do believe that Drake and Future are back on the same page. What the reveal will be, I don't know, but probably with the music, I would think. When it's time, like, do we get a Drake party album? Does Drake come out with a single with Future? Does Future come out with Future? I didn't even get another Future album, but he's crazy. He might do another album. You never know. So I think he comes back out through the music, but I think it's very interesting that, the guy was part of this trust movement, trust you, still don't trust you. But, obviously we know Drake and Future have so much history. Drake obviously was one saying he didn't really know, we never really met you. He got the likes of all the taps of all the V20. So it makes sense in some capacity. But yeah, all I know is that that I can say with my chest, and people may deny it, but I heard very clearly that they got on the phone at least, and they're in a different place. Very future. So I love to hear that.
I'm not surprised at that, man. I didn't think that would be something that's long lasting.
Yeah, but we don't know the extent. They could like have no differences, but still not make music. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I kind
That's
of
a possibility.
It's a possibility, but I kind of do feel like if they resolve their issues, then they probably should
Do a record.
They
man.
probably are going to
I
do
got
a
some
record.
dope records together. I don't need another What a Time to Be Alive. I don't need that. But a Drake and Future record, yeah, that'd be fire.
Mhm.
Thug, of course. Thug and Drake, when they get together, they do good shit.
Mhm.
Shit, one of the first tracks I played when that news drop was Sacrifices. That's still one of Thug's best verses ever. That nigga was skating on that shit. But Future, the whole Metro dynamic is funny because I feel like Metro was really riding the wave during this beef.
Yeah.
I really feel like he was right. And not in terms of the music. Do the music. I'm just talking about the little shit that he was doing on Twitter. So I think if you Drake, you kind of really don't trust that nigga in terms of playing into certain narratives. Like Future, he just did the records with Kendrick.
Yeah.
He might have had a little shots here and there. But Metro, him and his disdain really was with Metro.
Yeah, and Metro definitely, was showing this nigga.
Yeah,
basically. Definitely showing himself.
He even retweeted a fake tweet about Drake and the whole pedo shit or some one of them things he did. So if Drake is looking at it, he's like, nah, me and Future have a little bit more history, rapport. Yeah. Metro's kind of like, nah, nigga, you pretty much showed me who you are.
Yeah, I mean, if they do make a record, Metro's just not gonna be the producer on the shit like it once was. So that's all it was. I mean, with this industry shit, man, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that don't, cool with this person and don't like this person.
Right.
You're cool with this person, don't like this person. But for some money, we could all play nice. So, you know what I'm saying? So I think this probably be the same shit.
Oh yeah, definitely for sure, man. I'm glad to see Thug is home. It's funny because Thug's home, Dirk went right in. So,
yo, that tweet somebody tweeted when it was like
2022. He was like, man, fuck all that. Give us Young Thug, take Lil Durk. I was like, wow, that's kind of crazy, bro. 2 years later, literally 2 years later.
Hey, boy, manifestation like a motherfucker.
That's insane, bro.
That was crazy.
A lot of shit can happen in a year, 2 years, 3 years, man.
That was crazy, bro. When I seen that tweet, I was like, dog, how the fuck did that? Well, that was a good guess, my nigga.
Yeah.
That was a good guess, but that was a good guess. Well, you nailed that shit right on the fucking head, bro. Goddamn.
Hit that shit on the fucking head. And is his shit federal or state? I don't think his shit is state.
Nah, he said federal. They trying to, I think they trying to whip up that OTF Rico. From what I've been seeing, I think they trying to whip that shit up on them, boy, man. If it is, man, good luck, brother. You're going to need it.
Niggas just got to move smarter, man. I seen something recent where his dad was speaking. So it's more to come with that. I don't really want to deep dive on that, but Young Thug is back. Shit, what was the last project we got from Thug?
Was it So Much Fun? I think so.
It might have been because So Much Fun was 2019.
No. It was the other one. It was the other one.
Business is Business.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got that while he was locked up, actually. Yeah, Business was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Business is pretty good. So I'm interested to see. I think he might even start doing more other genres as well.
I can see it. Like I said,
we might see Thug pop up on a country record, man. You never know. Some Taylor Swift shit. I don't know.
That'd be hard. I can see that. I can see.
Thug love to play around with the melodies and shit. So
I can see him doing a Spanish record. I can see him Thug doing a Thug on a Spanish record would be gas.
Thug on a Spanish record would be crazy.
That'd be
bro.
gas. For boys, Thug on a Spanish record go crazy.
I don't know. I don't think I want to hear that. Yeah, I don't think I want to hear that, bro. I might be cool. Man.
I'm seeing the vision, man. He could do that. But because it's fast paced, my dog just gonna be rapping at a faster pace.
I don't know. So it's good to see YSL back online, man, doing their thing. There's another record label that's definitely has some animosity and beef going on right now. I ain't gonna say too much beef. It might be some beef. But Ari Lennox, man, she's done with Dreamville, man. She wants out of contract. She had an 18-minute video that she posted on Instagram just basically getting off her grievances. I didn't listen to the whole 18. I might have listened to the first 5 or 6.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been felt like she should have just stepped away, bro. Every time Ari comes out and speak, for her to be so talented, she always has a gripe with something. Maybe she needs to take a complete 5-7 year step away from everything. Maybe that's what she needs.
Nah, I think she just needs to go independent and then just do your records like that. You don't have to go be with a major and have these people control when you want to put out records, because it's crazy, because for Dreamville it really should be J. Cole should be the first option, and then Ari Lennox should be the second option. Like it really should be right
roster wise. Yeah,
it really should be in that order. Like I feel her. Like why aren't y'all giving me the shit I need, in order for me to be
another L for J Fold, huh?
Another L, bro. You gotta I mean, hey, you gotta be on some Gucci shit, man. You gotta look at your your profits and your losses, man. Ari's definitely profiting for Dreamville, bro. I know she is. As far as record wise, as far as money,
then I was listening to Rory Amal speak on it. He was basically saying how they're not really employing a lot of people who could be able to take care of that type of shit. So when they hire somebody in and they slap all these names on them that they got to take care of, maybe she kind of fell at the bottom of the totem pole. I don't know. I don't know too much. Like I said, I listened to the whole 18, but we do know Ari Lennox have had a gripe before when it comes to anything. So her having this issue with Dreamville is probably not. I'm not really surprised by it.
Yeah, but I could see why. I could see why she has the gripe.
Mm-hmm.
Like I could see why. So if I was her, as soon as you get off, if you want to try the major label thing again, you can. You do fall. There is the con of falling into the same thing again, being low on the totem pole, being at a label where they're championing this instead of championing that, because Ari Lennox is real R&B music, and real R&B music, now in 2024, like as far as it's R&B is still R&B, but as far as like getting that push that R&B should probably get, we don't really get that. R&B music nowadays, I feel like you gotta more or less find the artist. Like not to find.
Oh, we all know the golden era for that has been surpassed.
So it's like
nigga, last time I was just on YouTube and I played one R&B record and they just was playing them back to back to back from the 90s, because they always play similar shit. I'm like, God damn, bro, this was like just all elite shit.
Yeah, so
all elite shit. But there are some good R&B going on right now. Like you said, most of the time you probably gotta just go
and search for that.
Search for it. Yeah, promo has to be definitely A1. I feel like today, because everybody's attention span is short. So I feel like your promotion for your artist has to be on point. Social medias, whether it be TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube.
Yeah,
these ain't the days where people just sitting back looking at the TV and we see a promo for your album come out. Commercial promo for an album. Nah, it's not like that.
Yeah, you gotta, it's a thing of you gotta
really, stay in front of people.
You gotta stay in front of people. You gotta be real hands on.
They gotta see you.
Yeah, I think she should go the independent route, man. I think she should go the independent route. I think she can make a lot more money being independent. A lot more. Because she already got a big fan base. She got a fan base, so it's like, even if you want to do maybe small intimate concerts, or either way, there's a lot of chicken still to be made, and there's still a lot of good and there's still a lot of good music to be put out too. That's another thing. The music is still good. So if the music's still good and you still got a nice core audience, you'll still eat. So if I was her, I'd probably go to, and then the type of artist Ari Lennox is, she's very, as far as what I see with her, she's a very hands-on artist. She really wants to she's dedicated to her craft. And, when people are dedicated to their craft, they want to be hands-on with it, and they want to see the reaps of their benefits.
For her, I think she just wants to feel like she's cared for.
Yeah.
She matters, and she don't really feel appreciated and matter right now. She's well within her rights, but I just feel like Ari overall, she might need to take another step back, because she always pops out with the I'm done with the internet and I'm taking a social media break, and then she come back. So I don't know, but from a music standpoint, she probably just got to go another avenue, man.
Yeah, I mean,
Independent route might just be best for her.
and then even if you take a step back from the social media, still create the music, still put,
Right.
you don't always gotta. People will be like, oh, you gotta, play the internet and certain like social media. It's like, bro, some people that works great for, and some artists that is just not them. Like, it's, I know people are like, oh, you can't be mysterious. Some people are not being mysterious. Some people are just maybe like, some people I don't really don't want to see what they like off the mic.
Right.
I don't.
They probably like, because my whole thing is, what do you owe the internet for real? If you're an artist, I would feel like not but you get what I'm saying. If you owe it to your fans to keep them in loop about what you got going on as far as music. Your personal life, I don't never give a fuck about that. But some people keep it like that. I think that's where we kind of had some poison in music over time. We had too much access now to where they share too much about them. Back then, when we would see the magazine articles and we'd be like, oh yeah, that's dope. That person actually like this. Oh, they like that. They like to eat this.
Yeah.
Fine. But now with Instagram, it's direct, artist to consumer.
Yeah.
Not only are we getting music from them, we seen what they post every day, where they be at, all that other shit. So when you start to have all that, that can drain down not only on the fan from, all right, bro, like, I know a little bit too much about my favorite artist. And the artist being like, I feel like I have to get, or that's just naturally how they are. They just giving it up like that. But I think just us knowing too much about the artist plays into this as well.
Yeah. I can see that. Because like you said, I don't really want to know all that much about. Like, I still want to leave some for the music still. So I can,
right, exactly.
Leave some for the music still. You don't want to give them everything you got. You know, leave some things for interpretation, and then some things, when it comes to the music, you put it out there.
Right.
You let it be known then.
I'd definitely be interested to see how that whole Ari Lennox thing plays out. J. Cole, get your shit together, man.
Yeah, man.
You gotta do a 180 in 2025, man.
Yeah, because she gotta be, because under you, she gotta be right there, bro.
Right.
But I think that ship has sailed now. So, damn, he done lost an artist. You done lost two friends. You done lost an artist. So it's like, yo.
I don't know, man. How you feel about Tyler Creator album?
I skimmed through it. I mean, it's all right. It's cool. I ain't listened to it deep enough to give a review on it.
Yeah, I feel you, because I'm not really a Tyler Creator guy, and people are trying to push him into them certain ranks. For me personally, I don't understand it, because I don't really give him too much burn. He got a few good projects. I did like the shit he did with Drama, so I won't front on that. But other than that, like, I heard that one song that he put out the other day with the video where he's walking like on the wing of the plane and shit.
Yeah, that beat was so ass.
But I'm like, I'm not really feeling this, bro. Like, but he has a large following. A lot of people are putting him, Tyler Creator is who y'all think J. Cole is. Nah, I think J. Cole is J. Cole and Tyler is Tyler. Yeah. Like,
they've never.
I think just because J. Cole had a down year, guys, let's not get too crazy. You get what I'm saying? Like, J. Cole is still J. Cole, but Tyler the Creator, he just never really moved the needle for me as a listener. He's not gonna do it for me, bro.
I like some Tyler shit. Now I like some Tyler shit. I like Earl more than Tyler, but I like some Tyler shit though. I like the fact that he's creative and he likes to like break the mold and likes to do certain shit. Like the song before, the one with the plane. He had a song before that came out. I forgot the name of it, but I like that song.
I know what you're talking about.
That song was dope. I like that song. I like the message on the song. Like, that shit was hard. That was a good song. But the one where he was rapping on the play, I hated that beat. That beat was trash.
The shit was crazy to me. The shit was going around talking about like how Tyler playing the voice recording of his mom, talking about how, with his dad, because, he's had a lot of disdain towards his dad. But his mom essentially was just like, nah, your dad actually wanted to be your life. I was just tripping, like, on some of my bad type shit.
Damn.
So all this time, this nigga had pent up aggression and anger towards his pops, what his pops really wanted to be. There's a million stories like that, though.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of sad, bro.
Yeah.
That's you can't tell your child, like, essentially, my bad for something like that.
No, that's not.
That's a lot of years of making up to do. Somebody just can't make up for you like that, especially depending on when this happened. When did this happen? Early childhood stages, teenage years? What time frame are we talking about? from Tyler's perspective, I'm pretty sure.
Probably was young.
Yeah, like peak childhood.
When you needed them the
when
most.
you really need them the most, definitely. So that's kind of
crazy.
insane.
That's crazy.
Hell yeah.
That is not just a my bad thing.
Hell no. Hell no. Granted, you got a lot of situations where the parents didn't work out, cool. You got some deadbeats. That is cool. But if it's a situation where he was trying to be in his son's life and you was really tripping, I don't know how I would react if that was my mom, bro.
Dog,
I feel like multiple conversations would have to be made, and that's not gonna get made up in no short period of time. Cause then I'm questioning everything else. I'm like, did you have my best interest with this? Did you have my best interest with that? Like, you bitter because y'all didn't work out, so that was the reason why he wasn't. It would just be a million questions I'm asking myself. Now, some playful shit for me. I can never see my parents together, bro. That'd be weird to me.
Yeah.
I just couldn't be like. My mom asked me this a few years. This probably a few months back. She was like, "How would you feel if me and your dad got back together?" I'd be like, "That should be weird as hell. I ain't never really seen y'all together."
Word.
I never seen my parents together for real, but I seen them in pictures together. But I never seen my parents together, bro.
Yeah, me either.
They was always separated. So me seeing y'all together kind of be like, all right, bro, y'all break this shit up.
No, man, you can't do that now. Come on now, you can't do that.
They wouldn't. She was just hypothetically speaking.
Yeah.
They wouldn't get back together.
No, I'm just saying. But if they hypothetically will, you can't be like, all right, break. I mean, you just.
I'm fucking around with them. I'd be like, nah, if that's what y'all really want to do, okay, cool. But
that would
seeing
be
my parents together, I'd be making hella jokes.
Yeah, that would be weird.
I'd be like, bro, get this weird shit out of here.
Yeah, that
bro.
would be weirard. That would be
it.
if I just seen my parents.
Y'all pack this shit up. Y'all niggas 60 now.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
But shit, it might be the thing. Like, hey, man, we old. You know, we both.
No, my parents haven't even been in each other's spaces in years. She was just asking because she was talking shit. But I mean, that's what they wanted to do. All right, like.
No, my mom and pops, they still got a good, they still cool. Like,
yeah, ain't no beef. My parents ain't got no beef now.
Yeah, my mom and dad actually, they still conversate from time to time. You know what I'm saying? They still cool with each other. Like,
but actually, seeing them together, kissing each other, I'd be like, all right, bro, like, what y'all doing for real? Y'all playing? Y'all ain't for real.
I mean, all I'm saying is if y'all do this shit now, like, this shit got to end right here. Like, y'all niggas can't.
Y'all niggas 60.
Y'all niggas can't break up. Y'all cannot break up. This shit is like.
Set in stone.
This shit set in stone, you know what I'm saying? Stop fucking around now. If y'all gonna do this shit, leave it here.
Yeah, but I think it's different from like, because some people. That's why a lot of people they grow up they be wanting that because they seen their parents together. My influence, my decisions don't got nothing to do with that. I'm just speaking from a standpoint. I ain't never seen y'all together, so why y'all playing games? Y'all playing games. Y'all been broken up for 30 plus years now. You get what I'm saying? Like, why you playing games? But they never had no influence on me as far as relationships. Like, I've always carried myself different, especially for my dad. Me and my dad are like 180 when it comes to relationships.
Yeah.
My dad gonna put a ring on him.
Yeah.
He gonna put a ring on him. A lot of the time, it has to do with religious beliefs. But other than that, yeah, he don't play. He seriously dates. I'll say that.
Wow.
My dad ain't the type to be running the streets. Like, when he get a girl, he making it hit. Like, that's my girl. Yeah. We gonna get married. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
My mom, my mom never remarried. That wasn't never her thing. So my mom, she dated here and there and shit like that. But get married again, my mom was like.
Yeah, my mom was saying, wait, one and out.
Yeah, she was one and done.
My mom said, I'm never doing that.
I don't think my mom didn't want to do it again. She just never prioritized it.
My mama said that shit. I remember my mom said that shit. I ain't never doing this shit again. I heard my mom say that shit. My mom said, I'm never doing this shit again.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Marriage can be beautiful, but it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, bro. You really gotta.
It's a lot of forgiveness, man.
Oh, yeah,
it's a lot of forgiveness on just not no infidelity.
You have to wake up every day and tell somebody like, "Yeah, I choose you."
Yeah,
even through all the bullshit.
All the bullshit, they might do shit that you might cannot stand, but it might be something that they truly.
Yeah, ultimately we just like. Kill together. We make shit. We make magic together.
Yeah,
it's gonna be on the same page. But if you could be a fly on the wall for a lot of this shit. I remember one time my mom told me, was it my mom or my dad? My dad told me one time my dad and my mom came back home. I was born at the time.
Yeah.
And them boys arguing. And then I just started laughing. I'm in the crib. I started laughing at them too. And then they start laughing. They don't even know what the fuck they was arguing about. But seeing my parents together, I never seen that shit, bro. Never. So it would be weird to me.
Yeah, I've never like seen my mom and my dad like hug and kiss each other.
I never seen that. I never seen my mom and dad hug and kiss each other. Never seen that.
Mm-mm.
The only time I see my parents together is when we was switching. Like you go stay with your dad for the weekend, come pick them up, type shit like that.
No,
but my parents I never see my parents argue in person. I seen them have conversations in person, but like disrespectful talk, no, I never seen that.
Nah, and another thing, I never heard my mom talk ill of my pops neither. Like I've never heard my mom say anything crazy.
See, my dad funny. He throw little shots here and there.
Yeah.
Funny guy, comedian. So he'll throw shots here and there. My mom, she had a little, she can get in her bag too. Mm-hmm. So I'm not gonna sit up here and say they probably ain't throw little shots at each other, but like blatant disrespect, nah. Because when time passes, man, you kind of you get over that shit, bro. Yeah. Like what's done is done. Mm-hmm. We got together. We didn't work out. I'm glad they did get these. I wouldn't be here, but other than that, it's just it is what it is. You charge it to the game in some of those situations, bro.
Yeah, you ain't got no choice. It's just about how you handle it. Mm-hmm. Some people handle it with grace, and some people, they don't take it very well.
Yeah, and then my parents, they got married real young, bro.
Yeah, my mom.
I'm talking about like 22, 21.
Yeah, my mom got married at 22.
So, and they was together for like. So by the time I was born, they was still together. But when we start tapping in, and when I'm 2-3 years old, because my mom was living on her own in 94. Because I was looking at old photo albums. I remember that apartment that we stayed in.
Yeah.
I was 3 at the time. So my parents got married in 88. So they probably split like 93, 92, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
It was somewhere within that window.
My parents got married in 84. No, my mama got married in. Hold on, when my mama get married? Because my brother's. My mom probably like 80.
Oh, so you're not the oldest?
No. I got 2 older brothers.
Oh, okay.
So I'm the youngest. So
okay,
like 84. My people got married in like 83, 84, and then they divorced in like 90, probably like 90, because I got on like 93, 92, 93, maybe 92, 93, somewhere around there. So it was like 8-9 years.
Got you. Okay, yeah. So all in all, though, yeah, my parents, they funny people, man. Funny, especially my dad, though. That guy there's a trip, but ultimately I could. My mom asked me that shit. I'm like, come on, man, stop it.
So what do you see in your pops you think you get the most of? Like what is the trait or the feature if you're like, damn, like
the debating. Definitely
the debating.
The debating aspect. The humor, probably a little bit of both. I would say more so him. Personality wise with my mom, understanding.
Okay, that's cool.
The caring, definitely get that from him, but that's heavily woman traits.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? I would say work, definitely my mom. Definitely my mom, because I spend most of my time. I'm not saying my dad wasn't a hard worker, but as far as taking pride in shit, working, having value in things that you work for, definitely my mom. She instilled that in me for sure. If I had to say personality wise, who I got my most from, I might lean it a little bit towards maybe my mom by an edge. Because like I said, I spend most of my time around her.
Yeah.
My dad, we had a lot of conversations, but being around him, I would have to spend a lot more time around him in person to really understand. You get what I'm saying? So looks wise, it's like a mix of them both. But especially looking at older, it's just like them coming together, making me is a perfect fusion. So I can't really say, like, if you see me with my mom, you'd be like, damn, nigga, you look just like your mom. But if you see me with my dad, you'd be like, damn, nigga, you look just like your dad. Yeah. So I guess it all depends. I think with them two, it was more so of them when they got together. It was just wanting to do the right thing. Mm-hmm. Then they both was Jehovah's Witness. Yeah. So that was a perfect match right then and there. Mm-hmm. We both Jehovah's Witness. This is what we want to do. So But nah, ultimately it didn't work out. I mean, they was young as hell, bro. I couldn't imagine getting married at 21, 22.
And that happened a lot back
You get
then
what I'm saying?
too, bro.
But it's a lot of us we went through that. So I'm not surprised that Tyler put in that part in his music because that's a lot of us in terms of black people, our upbringing.
Yeah.
Single mother household, dad wasn't around. Okay, why wasn't dad around? He thinking dad ain't around because he a deadbeat. Whole time mom's tripping.
Yeah.
That's insane, bro.
I don't understand how people deny the access to see their
Yeah,
children.
if
they
y'all didn't
wanna
work
see
out,
them,
bro, that's not fair to the child. You
Yeah.
can't do shit like that.
nah.
You cannot do that. I think with me though, and I think my mom, she kind of always felt like I didn't really get bothered by my dad not being around. I wasn't one of the kids where I wasn't upset with my dad not being around. I think because at an early age I understood what was going on. My parents didn't work out, they not together. My dad in New York, my mom down here. That's just what it is. But I never looked at it like my dad wasn't trying to be in my life. It was just he was in New York. My mom was down here. I would go see him some months, some summers and shit like that. And then it was church I didn't see him. But I never took it personal. There can never be a time I looked at my dad and was like, damn, bro, like you wasn't here. On some Nick Cannon drumline type shit. Nah, I didn't look at it like that.
I took mine personal because, like I've said before, like I didn't see my pops for like 7 years.
Like you didn't see him for 7 years.
Physically, I did not see this nigga. So
Y'all didn't talk neither?
we talked on the phone, but I didn't see him. Like I didn't physically see him. My pops.
That was sort of my timeline too with my dad.
Yeah, but my thing was like he would he would send me stuff and it was cool, but it'd be like to me it was just me being a kid. I'm like he's sending me shit, but it's not the shit I like because I'm like he's not here, so he doesn't know what I like.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I'm saying? So I would get from that perspective like, okay, he's sending me these whack ass gifts because he don't know what I like because he's not here. If my pops was here, then he would know what I like.
Mm-hmm.
That's what was my mindset as a kid. Like, but like thinking back, it's like, nigga, why didn't you just tell him what you like?
Yeah,
you know.
I think my dad felt like he was compensating from a religious aspect because I was young. So when he would call, that's what we'd be talking about. Like he'll try to have Bible studies with me via phone and shit like that. But I do understand that. But even when it's funny because me and my dad, we had a conversation when I was at his wedding, and we said that's how we talked. And this is the first time I had seen my dad in years in person. I think prior I probably hadn't seen my dad in person probably since. So this is 14, probably longer than you, bro. Probably longer than you. I think the last time I had seen my dad in person probably was. Oh man, it had to have been early 2000s, bro.
Damn.
Just in person, but we talked a lot. You get what I'm saying? But as far as seeing, that just wasn't that wasn't. I think when we start getting into middle school years, high school years, I wasn't seeing them. But I never took it personal. You get what I'm saying? My thing is what it is. But my mom would always ask me that, and it would get on my nerves so bad. I'd be like, Mom, like I'm straight, like I'm not tripping. That shit really not bothering me. And this is not me telling you that so you can just leave me alone. Like I'm fine. You get what I'm saying? But she always used to feel like as if your dad not being around that. I'm like, Mom, like I'm good. And I had to tell my dad that 2014 when I was at his wedding. I'm like, bro, we good. I promise you we good. Because I'm a straight shooter.
Yeah.
If I had any issues with either one of my parents, I let them know.
Yeah.
And I think both of them know that. So I think over time, I just felt like and then I had my grandfather. You get what I'm saying? So my grandfather was not to diminish my dad because at the end of the day he's my dad, but my grandfather, he was here physically too. Yeah. So I kind of had that to kind of compensate as well. Yeah. But I think with us as black men, when we had these conversations, I think Tyler gonna have to have that conversation with his dad.
Yeah,
he needs that. Especially after he done probably been dragging dog through the mud. You get what I'm saying? So I think with us also, when you and I always subscribe to this. Me and you, we 33 now. You said that you didn't see your dad for what, 7 years?
Yeah, I didn't see my dad from when I was like the age when my parents were. So I was like maybe 2 or 3. So I was about maybe 11, maybe 10, 11.
Yeah, that's crucial years.
You know what I'm saying? That's
crucial.
Especially
I seen my dad in that time frame.
I
seen my dad in that time frame.
And then especially the area where I was growing up in. But it was crazy because like where I grew up in, like nobody had a pop. So it was like every like it was that I think about it, is like all the adjacent except for my partners Pee Wee and Cornelius, because their family was one of those families that had like everybody there, and then they had like another house on Peace Hill. So that was like the only. But I didn't never really see their pops. I always saw their grandparents. But yeah, everybody basically on like, cause my house was in Rose, and then around the corner on Seneca and Seacroft. Like, now I think about it, nobody had a pops, bruh.
Yeah.
Nobody had their pops, bruh. My homeboy, my brother's homeboy Anthony. He didn't have his, like, I think like his pops was there one day, and then this nigga, you know, he never saw his pops again. His pops bounced, and then his mom had ended up, you know, passing away too. So it was just like, damn, bro. Like, I'm seeing all this shit as a kid. I'm like, dog, nobody really has their parent. Like, nobody really has, like, everybody's house is a broken home, essentially.
I remember you spoke about that before.
Yeah, so it's like, bro, it's like, you know, whenever, because, like, I really more interpreted things now as I get older, because back then, like I said, nobody had a pop, so it really wasn't.
It's a single mother home.
It didn't really affect. I didn't really think about it. Yeah, I had, you know, some of my gripes, but I didn't really think about it. But I think what really fucked me up is when my pops went to come and pick me up, and this is the first time I seen him, and we drove because my pops stayed in North Carolina. We drove to North Carolina, and my pops had remarried, and he had a stepson, and he didn't tell me. So when I first got there, and I see this nice house, I'm like, nigga, do you know where the fuck I live at? Like, me and my brother share a room. This little nigga got a whole room.
Damn.
Like, nigga, me and my brother share a room, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, you felt the type of way about that.
Yeah, nigga, because I was like, bro, I live in the hood. Like, I'm fucked up. Like, nigga, I'm fucked up. Like, we fucked up right now. You know, my mom trying her best. You know, by the blessings of God and my mom's work ethic, we was able to move into the suburbs like around 2002.
Yeah.
So, but it's just like as a youngin, I'm like, that's what really like fucked me up, bro. I ain't gonna lie, that shit fucked me, because I'm like, bro, we scrug like even though my mom was making it look good, but like, bro, I'm like any other kid, you know, we putting shit on layaway in July, nigga, for December. You feel me? Like, I ain't, you know, every you know, it's just. It's just how I was living, but I didn't really know how I was living until I knew we was living how we was living. But when I went and saw my dad had a new house and a new, you know, all new shit, I'm just like, damn, dog, like,
what the fuck is up?
What the fuck is up? You know what I'm saying? Like,
how long it took you? Who did you really have gripes with? Was it your mom or your dad? You had more beef with your dad?
My pops, because I'm like, bro, because I know my mama. My mama is not gonna
keep
me away from you, because my mom was very adamant on making sure that you saw me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. She was not one of those mothers who kept me away. She was like, no, you need to see him.
How long you think it took for you to get over that?
Man, I think we had a conversation in 2019.
Damn.
2019.
That's a long time.
Yeah, bro. Like, I held in a lot of like I'm just like, damn, dog. Like, this is like, my nigga, did you ever care? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what it kind of felt like.
Yeah, y'all had to have that conversation.
Yeah, we had to have a real conversation. You know, I'm being deep on this shit, but it's just like real shit.
No, that's real shit.
Because, man, that shit I really like fucked me up.
Boys need their fathers, bro.
They do, man.
You can have your uncle, your grandfather. Granted, it matters, but boys need their fathers, bro. I think with me and my dad, it was just kind of like he wasn't there, so we never had the father-son dynamic.
Yeah.
Again, it didn't bother me. It was fine, because I think for me, I had the crucial years of seeing him. I think that's kind of what it was.
Yeah.
I think from like when you're that 2-year-old to like 10, 11, I think with me seeing him within that time frame, it compensated for the teenage. Because by the time I'm out of high school, I'm like, bro, I ain't really on that, you know, that father-son type shit. Granted, we still was talking on the phone, but actually seeing him. Now, maybe my dad probably could have put in a little bit better effort into come seeing me. All right, you know, Mike can't fly up here. I'll come down there.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? I think when you have a child, you got to make sacrifices and obligations. My mom didn't. I can say, and this is not the shit on my dad at all. I'll never forget one time me and my parents, they was having some argument one weekend. And I was staying with my dad for one weekend. My mom was supposed to have me or whatever. So she was outside and she looked kind of bothered. We a kids, so we ain't really paying attention to what's going on. So I guess they probably was having an argument about who was supposed to have me for the weekend, whatever the case may be. But one thing I know for sure, my mom wasn't gonna go stretches without seeing. It just wasn't. It wasn't gonna happen.
Yeah.
If my mom had a situation where you know, it would have been best for my dad to have me. My mom, if she had to work, she was gonna make sacrifices to come see me.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So I feel like, yeah, my dad probably could have had a better effort and I told him this before, in terms of seeing him physically, but I never really, by the time I'm 23, 24, bro, we good, bro.
Yeah.
I've gotten over that. And I feel like as us, we owe it to ourselves. So when we reach a certain age, we have to forgive our parents, bro.
Yeah.
I know, like, with Monique and her son, that shit fucked me up so bad because it's like, bruh, and this is around the time, I had lost my sister. And one thing I always hold close to me is the fact that me and my sister didn't end on bad terms.
Yeah.
I always hold that close to me because we was just tripping prior to her passing away. So when I look at Monique and her son going, I'm like, bruh, like, that's still your son. And for you 33, we around the same age. Bro, that's you only gonna get one mom.
Yeah.
Granted, I still have my other sister because my sisters are twins. But you only get one mom, bruh. Y'all better make that right. I'm not saying Monique is wrong. I mean, not right in terms of what she's doing, because she is wrong for how she's playing it. How she was, you know, then you get on the comedy stage, you making jokes about your son. Don't do that. Your son on TikTok, he airing out his grievances. Go call that man, bro. Or you go call your mom, bro.
Yeah.
Because if you get that phone call about your mom being gone, you going to wish that you fixed that. That's why I always say for us, when it comes to our parents, we have to give them a little bit of grace. Now, if you done tried, cool. I never speak on that. If you done tried to make, you know, things right with your parents and shit just not budging, but you only get one dad and you only get one mom. If, you know, you had the, you know, the situation where you was growing up, you didn't see your mom or you didn't see your dad, have that conversation, bruh. Make it right. And if one is not budging, okay, cool, charge it to the game. But if they are living and breathing and y'all don't got no beef and y'all just need to have a conversation, have that conversation, bro.
Yeah, you gotta make
that conversation. Because I think a lot of us don't want to have, especially within the black community, we don't want to have them conversations with our parents about, you know, oh, where you was at when I was going through this. So have the conversation, man. Have it. And give your parents a little grace.
Yeah, and I'll give, you know, and as we, you know, talked, my pops actually explained, you know, why he, you know, why shit happened, you know, shit was kind of fucked up on his end, but then, you know, he kind of got shit back together. So then when he kind of got shit back together, that's when he, you know, but it's just, you know, me and him have a way better relationship. That's my dog, you know what I'm saying? We have a way
great
better
relationship.
We have
now.
a great relationship now, you know what I'm saying? I'm probably gonna go over there for the, you know, for the Christmas time, you know, see my little niece and my nephew, because, you know, my other brother, he comes down and brings his, you know, his kids too. So it's like I'm glad that me and him are having, you know, we had that conversation, because now, you know, we are open, you know, my dad's way open. And, you know, one thing I would say that my dad is, you know, way different. My mom is, my dad's a little bit more he's a little bit more open and more tolerable with things, you know what I'm saying? You know, so, you know, when I'm with my, you know, I just keep it funky. Like when I'm with my mom, like when I go over to my mom's crib and shit like that, when it comes to smoking or certain shit, like I make sure I spray, I'll change clothes. I like, you know, I don't want moms, you know, on those type of shit. But when I'm with my pops, I fire up in front of my pops, and my pops will smoke his cigar, and we'll just be sitting there having real conversation, you know what I'm saying, you know, and we just have a way better relationship. He's just way more, you know, I talk to him about, you know, a lot of things nowadays.
Yeah, that's good.
You know, so, you know, shout out to my pops, man. Shout out to my old man.
That's good. And I think for me, like, what my dad has to understand about me also is like, you know me, I like to be dolo.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So I think that's kind of some of the characteristics that he don't. My mom understand it completely. So my mom don't never take nothing personal. As far as me, just like, you know, being, or if I don't be around and shit, like, my mom either know I'm working or I'm just chilling. So my mom know. My dad, he probably don't understand that side as much as her, because my mom literally been with me since, you know, since I was conceived. You see what I'm saying? Like, she's been with me the whole step of way, so she understand. But I think with us, when it come to our parents, and I hope Tyler, especially as an artist, that he fixed that shit. He fixed that shit with his mom and his dad. More so his mom. I don't want him to, like, hopefully he don't hate his mom forever behind that. Yeah, you could be pissed off, but like don't let it drive a wedge between y'all completely where you shut her out. You get what I'm saying? Like, all right, that was some bullshit.
Yeah.
And it's gonna take some time for me to, you know, get over that. But I mean, you gonna have to do some making up yourselves, but you know, don't cast her away completely.
Yeah. You know, my mom would have to, you know, I'm not really.
Oh yeah, my mom. If that was my mom, she already know, bro. Like you got to come hard. You get what I'm saying? Like you gonna have to because that's a lot of years I can't get back.
Yeah.
And you was holding the grudge basically, and I was the expense. You get what I'm saying? Like that's fucked up. Like you just can't hit me with a my bad on that, bro. No, you can't do that.
Not a my bad type of thing.
Nah, if y'all didn't work out, y'all didn't work out. But you don't keep me away from that, man. Especially when we're trying to see, especially when the narrative behind black fathers.
Yeah, that they're not in their children's life, and it's like
right. You get what I'm saying?
Now his father like, damn man, I can't see my son now. I just look like an ain't shit. Like since Tyler been rapping, you know, people have known me as like I ain't shit. You know, basically that's what he say in his raps about his pops. But now in reality, you know, but you can't get that back though. That 12, 13 year stretch of Tyler just saying my pops ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? But it'll have to be, like I said, it'll have to be a conversation with that too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty sure his pop's like, damn, man, I tried, man. I really tried.
I think when you reach a certain age, also as the child, when you really cross over that 25 window, reach out, bro.
Yeah.
Just reach out. Make it right. Even if they ain't, you at peace. Because if you don't even try, as much as you might try to tell yourself, you ain't going to be at peace with that shit. You're not.
You got to know, man. You got to want to get those answers because those answers will definitely solve some things that you may have been thinking about your whole life. You know what I'm saying? And that'll probably give you the ability to move forward and, you know.
And see, for my dad, I'm his only child. See, my mom, she had other kids. But for my dad, I'm his only child.
Oh.
So, but my dad, like I said, me and my dad, we have a good relationship, man. He always tell me how proud he is of me and shit like that. It was just like you said, I was able to see him them years. I think when we moved down here, that's what, you know, obviously made it harder. But, you know, it's nothing for you to hop on a flight and shit like that. But again, when you get older, I think for me, I just give my parents a lot of grace. I gave my parents a lot of grace looking back at what they went through. And I think a lot of the times people don't really understand how, you know, think about how you was at that age versus your parents. Now let's add to the fact that they not only was together, they was probably married young and they had kids together and trying to get to it. I'm not saying it's a complete excuse, but I'm just talking about the grace factor. Like,
yeah, there's a lot of elements.
I'm tripping up my dad. I'm like, man, y'all was young pups. And y'all had no business getting married. Y'all was 21, 22. I trip off with that shit all that time. My mom is saying, I'm like, man, y'all had no business getting married, bro. If I was born, I probably should have been born like 98, 96 or something like that. You get what I'm saying? Like, y'all don't know how to be husband and wives at 21, 22. You had me at 24, 25. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, that was just a let. But like I said, with Tyler, and I hope Tyler's able to, I know we kind of, you know, got off the track, you know, in terms of, you know, the music and shit. But hopefully, man, he worked that shit out because that was very telling coming from that album, man.
And I'll check out some more of the album. Like I said, I didn't really get to listen to all of it. Like I skimmed through it. So there was some new music that came out. I know you don't say this person's name, but you know, Bruh dropped 2 projects. I fucked with him.
You talking about Westside?
Yeah, Westside.
You can say his name. Nigga.
Oh, okay.
I've been saying that shit more for joking purposes.
Yeah, Westside. I fuck with Westside Gunn's 2 projects. They're cool. I like the second one, the And Pray For Me. That shit hard.
Word.
Freddie Gibbs put out a good. I was listening when I came over here.
IDK put out another dope project. That nigga nice, bro. And one thing I can always depend on when that nigga drop, his transitions between tracks is flawless, bro. That nigga that nice. He could tap in so many different lanes. Like he did like a little pop album. But this nigga's a dope rapper too, bro. Like he really like a Swiss Army knife.
Okay.
What's the name of that? Is it Paris? Let me see. But he got a lot of albums though. He got like Is He Real that came out 2018.
Yeah, he been putting out records for a minute. Yeah.
His last album is called B.I. But IDK, he just got some dope shit, bro. What was that? Simple 2022. You'll like that. Then his best album, in my opinion, is You See For Yourself.
Okay.
That shit fire. He had hella dope features on there. He got he even got Westside on one of them tracks, bro. That shit wasn't bad at all. But that nigga there be rapping, dog. That nigga there. What's the name of that album? Let me see if I can go to that shit real quick. You See For Yourself, the deluxe. Yeah, he got a track called Red with MF Doom, Jay Electronica, Westside, Puerto Rico with Lucky Day, that's fire. 10 Feet with T-Pain, fire. Keto with the Neptunes with Sway Lee. Santa Monica, that's fire. Prada Bag with Young Thug, fire.
Mm-hmm.
I think this album came out 2021. Yup. So yeah, that shit crazy. But his latest album, that shit amazing. He got a track with Gunna called Tiffany. You'll fuck with that.
Check that out, man.
You gonna fuck with that record.
'Cause I've been hearing dog names.
Then it transitioned into kicking. Yeah. I'll send you the album right now, actually. But
I'll check it out.
this nigga here is nice, man. He always put together. I could tell that he don't bullshit on his projects. He got a track called Denna with Joey Badass. That's my favorite track on here.
Okay.
Joey got off on that. But the whole shit just flows. Conway, Switch.
Mm-hmm.
Conway the Machine, he got on here.
I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah, that nigga nice, man. Yeah. And Freddie, man. A salute to Freddie, man. With all the goofy shit that Freddie we got going outside the music, that nigga don't never disappoint on the album, bro.
Yeah, this shit hard.
That shit hard, bro.
The song, what I left off on, man, when I came over here, I was listening to It's Your Anniversary. That's where I left off.
Yeah, he flipped that. But what's that record?
That Wolverine song hard.
Wolverine is hard.
That shit hard.
But Cosmo Freestyle, that's my shit.
Yeah, it's gas too.
That shit fire. That's my shit right there. Cosmo Freestyle, Wolverine, Rabbit Island, It's Your Anniversary. Yeah, that shit hard. Mm-hmm. I know Raphael the Sadiq would love It's Your Anniversary. So shout out to Freddie for flipping the sample the right way.
Yeah.
But other than that, Freddie just always delivers, man. Mm-hmm. If he would just tone down on he's kind of like game light when it comes to the antics outside the music. But yeah, man, shout out to him, man.
Yeah, that's a good project.
Definitely, man. Who else dropped some shit?
I think that's about it. I can't think of anybody else that came out with something. I think that's about it. Oh, I know. Benny and 38 did Stabbed and Shot too. That's pretty cool. Mm-hmm. That's cool. That's pretty much it as far as like on like but people would know, like there's like some underground people that drop, but like as far as like mainstay, like mainstream people, nah, not really. That's probably it, really, so far. It's the fourth quarter, so
yeah,
you might be getting some. I'm still waiting for this Clips album to drop.
Still waiting on that. When that's supposed to be done?
I probably already is done. They signed. I saw that they signed the Def Jam as a group. They signed because I think Pusha T was already signed as a solo artist, but they signed as a group. So hopefully, maybe that was the hold up for the shit. Mm-hmm. That definitely should be that definitely should drop by the end of the year. Hopefully. But shit, Kanye,
at the same time.
But, Kanye's supposed to be dropping too. And the song
I did see that.
The unreleased shit I done heard, bro. That shit hard, bro. That shit gonna be good. This shit gonna be gas. I think this is gonna be one of the better Kanye albums we get.
Vultures is cool, but
I didn't really. Vultures is all right. Vultures too is.
Donda is fire.
Donda
grew on me.
Yeah, Donda.
At the beginning, I was like, no, Donda's a very good album, bro.
Yeah, that shit hard.
Donda is a good album, bro. So hey, Kanye's gonna be Kanye. We already know. We ain't gotta say too much about that nigga, man. You seen Meg's documentary?
No, I just seen clips of it.
Yeah, I was able to watch it. I did my just due and gave it a fair shot. One thing I say about Meg, boy, she loves some anime. Because some of the parts of her life she has in animation. Yeah. Like actual cartoon type shit. So, that's all. But it was definitely like what you expect from a documentary, deep dive into her life, her upbringing. Mm-hmm. She lost both her parents young. She lost her dad to a heart attack. Her mom just came up sick one day. She had a brain tumor. She passed away. She had to pull the plug on her mom, actually. Damn. Because she didn't want. She said she knew her mom wouldn't want her living like a vegetable. Mm-hmm. So that was tough. That was around 2019 when she was really killing shit. Yeah. She lost her mom. Ultimately, what can I say? Honestly, what I say about Meg is a dope rapper. For off rip, she's been through a lot, man. Yeah, I can honestly say like Meg has been through a lot, man. She's been through a lot, bro. And for her to still maintain and be where she's at, because we seen artists like be going behind shit like this. Mm-hmm. Thank God she didn't take that route, but we seen artists be going behind shit like that. Like even with the whole situation with her, Tori and Kelsey, with Tori shooting her and all that shit was a lot for her, especially when she's fresh in the game. This ain't like somebody who going through something 8, 9, 10 years in the game. This is like right out the gates. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So you gotta remember that shooting happened 2020. You get what I'm saying? So, I was glad she was able. There's a part that stood out to me when she actually went to like a retreat and she went away for like some months to just get right, and I think that helped her a lot. That helped her a lot. Traumazine, that's an album I feel like people when it came out that got highly revered as far as that's actually might be her best album because I think it really spoke to, you know, she got kind of personal on that album, but she was still rapping on that shit. You get what I'm saying? It wasn't just like a sob album.
Yeah.
It was her dressing her shit, but Meg was really rapping on that Traumazine album. Of course, she done had some projects since, but this in the timeline ended with Tory when they got the verdict with him going to jail. But I wasn't surprised by anything I seen in the documentary. I know everybody keep talking about, you know, the whole, you know, why she lied to Gail and all that. I'm kind of over that whole thing, to be honest with you, because ultimately what's done is done. Of course, we had the news about Tory getting the appeal court going to take a look to see maybe if they can go revisit it. But ultimately, man, I'm just glad Meg is in a good space, man. I don't really want to get drowned out on the shit that we done revisited, talked about before. She definitely had shots for people who was talking shit about her. You know, Budden was even on there. It was clips from, you know, them niggas from Fresh and Fit. It might be some other TikTokers, but like, oh, Meg's a liar, da-da-da. I kind of saw that coming too, though, because she gonna have smoke. She just, she gonna hit old girl with that lawsuit too, the Malago Grams girl.
Yeah. So
I seen that. But ultimately, man, I'm just glad Meg is in a better space than what she was. She's been through a lot the last couple years. That's a lot on somebody's plate, bro. To go through a traumatic experience like that, on top of still having to put out music, still rapping at an elite level, put out music. That's a lot. And your mom not here because her mom handled a lot of her shit. Your best friend turned on you. So it's definitely been a lot. It's been a lot for Meg. She had somewhat of some accountability in that doc as well, in terms of, you know, trying to hide the pain by the drinking and all that shit. Can't do that.
Yeah.
You can't do that, bro. You gotta face that shit head on.
Yeah, it's never a good thing. Can't mask it with substance.
Hell no. Definitely not.
Hell no.
Definitely not. And I be forgetting, Meg is still fairly young too. You know, she's not even 30 yet. Meg is 29, so you gotta think when she came in, she was what, 23, 24?
Yeah, I'm not thinking about it. Yeah, she been in this shit for a minute.
Like 2018, 19?
Yeah, she been in this shit for a minute. Yeah, so
her mom was a rapper too.
See, the lineage.
Her mom was a rapper too. Like she said her mom was always writing raps. You didn't really get too much into her dad because her dad was locked up, and then when he got out, I think he passed from a heart attack.
Okay.
So, you know, Meg, I just want to see her continue to get better in her craft. Ultimately, I don't really care about the outside shit. That's with anybody though. Just continue to grow in her craft. You know, do her thing and shit like that, and, you know, just continue to push forward. Because there's really, I mean, the music is basically like your, how can I say, is your medicine, especially when you're an artist. That's why you love it. You love it for a reason, but also at the same time, it could be like your dose that you need to, like, you know, escape the bullshit.
Definitely.
Let me see. Let me think of anything else I might have checked out. No, that's pretty much it, man. I ain't really got too much else. I'm not speaking no more about the Carolina Panthers. I'm over them niggas. I ain't got shit to say about the Knowles. All my teams really down bad. Bulls looking like they alright, but other than that, I ain't really got too much else, man.
Hey, shout out to the Dodgers, man. World Series.
Yeah, the Dodgers won.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, niggas did Freddie Freeman won MVP.
As deservingly, like, you know, hold it down another World Series for the
New York Yankees, you're out of here.
Yeah, hey, man, you know, valiant effort. You know, they try to make it look good when they won the Game 4, but, you know, got on that ass the last game at the end, dude. That's crazy.
All right, man.
But at the end, that's crazy. But, you know, and once again, shout out to my Lakers, man. We still looking strong out here. It's still early, but we looking strong out here. You feel me? So, shout out to JJ Redick. I want to say that personally. Shout out to JJ Redick. I fuck with you, bro.
No, JJ Redick is honestly doing some good work.
That's what I'm saying.
I can say that.
Man, hey, yo, it's funny because the Darvin Ham slander, that shit gonna keep rolling and rolling. I was watching when because you know the Bucks had just played the Grizzlies and the Grizzlies had beat the Bucks, and Scottie Pippen Jr. had somebody was interviewing him, and he was like, yeah, man, I had a coach on that other side, who didn't, think I could play, who didn't believe in me. So, this game, I wanted to go out there and show them I could play defense. And I'm like, bro, we could have used Scottie Pippen Jr. That niggas actually can play. So it's like, you're driving away the talent and you can't coach a nigga. Like, man, fuck you 2 times, man. Man, fuck, Darvin Ham fucked us up for them 2 years. It was fool's gold because he made it to the Western Conference Finals on some bullshit the first year. But the nigga ain't know what the fuck he was doing. I'm glad he's gone. Him and Doc Rivers can drive the Bucks off a fucking cliff because I think Giannis probably going to leave eventually. So, shout out to us, man. That's all I got to say, man. Shout out to us.
Nigga excited.
Yes.
This nigga just holding back, y'all.
Yeah.
Wait till January, February roll around. He'll be in a deeper bag.
Yes. I'm popping all of my shit because I'm looking at this shit and I'm seeing where we stack up against. My nigga, we are going to make it to the Western Conference Finals this year. We're going to make it, bro. We're going to make it. The only team I'm really worried about, I'll give Dallas. Worry about Dallas. Phoenix is looking good, but I still think we can get them. You know what I'm saying? I think as a team, I think we could get them. You know what I'm saying? Shit, who else is in the West? I like Memphis, but Memphis is still young, but I like Memphis. I'm seeing through Minnesota right now. Even though they beat Denver last night, I'm seeing through Minnesota. They see like my dog Tyler would say, them niggas see through. Word. That's really kind of the only teams I'm really worried about. Everybody else, I feel like we would get them. We could get them. We could walk these other teams out. I think Dallas is the only team I think that we have an issue. We have a real issue with, a real problem with in the West. Other than that, I see Joel Embiid and Paul George are not playing again. What else is new? Like, they gotta stop this shit. I knew because we about to get off the mics, but I just want to.
No, you good. Keep going, bro.
Niggas gotta stop this shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Get your bars off. I mean, this shit dumb.
Niggas gotta stop this shit, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Niggas gotta stop doing this. It's starting to get to a point where it's like, all right, come on now, like. Even the season just started, bro, and you're already about to like sit the first 10 games for rest purposes.
Not playing back-to-backs.
I ain't gonna lie, man. This shit getting whacked. Also, I want to shout out Pablo Vancaro. He's definitely the next one.
He's out indefinitely though.
Yeah,
no bleed.
Well, but man, he's the next one. He's the next one, man.
Definitely, I fuck with Pablo.
I think it's a lot of conversations on who's gonna be the face. The league is trying to push Ant in that position. I think that Ant's doing a great job because he that last Adidas commercial he just dropped, fire. The Halloween one, fire. Like great. I haven't seen marketing like that since like Nike ads in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? They have amazing marketing over there at Adidas on what they're doing. But they trying to push Bruh into that spot, and I think that spot is still up for the grabs. Because I think Tatum could take the spot, but I don't think Tatum's mentality is that. You know what I'm saying? He's starting off hot now because the first 2 games he had 37. I hadn't seen what he had. Yeah, I know. I don't think Boston has lost yet neither. So I think throughout the season, if Tatum decides to be like, hey, I want to be the face of the league, he's got the credentials. And he can more or less put that on more of a display now to be like, all right, I done got my ring. Now I'm about to really show y'all niggas what it is. You know what I'm saying? He could be on that type of time if he wants to. But, if that's just if Tatum decides to get that mentality, But I still think the face of the league is still up for grabs.
I think it's multiple faces in the NBA, though.
Yeah, there is.
At one time, it's always been that way. You just had one big dog, of course, who the big dog, but you had multiple faces.
But who's that big dog now? As far as through not LeBron, no, I'm not talking LeBron, Steph.
It's not. I'm telling you, it's in a good space. It's multiple faces. I don't think it's one big dog who's setting himself apart.
Somebody got to be the big dog, though. It's always been like that. Somebody got to be the big dog.
Magic, Bird, Jordan, Kobe, Bron.
When Kobe and T-Mac and all them niggas was, competing for that, Kobe was still the big dog. Even though T-Mac was dead nice and it could be an argument, Kobe was still the big dog. Even when LeBron was still in this bitch, Kobe was still the big dog. And then eventually LeBron became the big dog. Now I feel like that big dog status is up for the taking, and somebody can, I feel like somebody can establish that this year. You know what I'm saying? I think it's up for Tatum to establish it, but if Ant fuck around and went and do his thing and fuck around and get one, then he's definitely going to establish himself as the big dog. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be no ifs, ands, or buts. But I think it's up for Tatum. It's up for Tatum if he wants to take it or not.
No, you're right. I want to see how Memphis turns out. I want to see how the Nuggets get their offense together, bro. That shit looks terrible.
Man, what happened to Jamal Murray, bro?
I don't know what the fuck going on. That nigga going through a slump.
Man, but dog, he been going through a slump since the Olympics. He been ass since the Olympics, bro. And this shit just carrying on. So, yeah,
Niggas
bro.
got smoked the Olympics.
He got to get it together, man. Okay, matter of fact.
USA, nigga, don't forget.
Yeah. But this nigga hell. But I can't forget about OKC. OKC is definitely OKC, Dallas. I think those are, if we don't make it to the West, I think that's going to be the Western Conference Finals if they don't end up crashing into each other beforehand like they did in the second round. I think that's going to be the whoever wins out of that is going to go to the finals if it ain't us.
All right.
Because I think OKC, once they get Isaiah Hartenstein back, they can finally put Chet.
I forgot they got that nigga in the all season.
Yeah, they can finally put Chet back at the power forward, and then that's going to be a whole different type of game now with them. You know what I'm saying? They got two elite rim protectors. You know what I'm saying? Dallas got two elite rim protectors too. So that's why I'm real, because I think that was one of the advantages that they definitely had over OKC last year in the playoffs is they had two solid good big men. You know what I'm saying? And this year they corrected that. So, you gotta give Sam Presti credit for that. They corrected what they needed to correct. And they also got Caruso.
So shout out my nigga Caruso.
So that's another big addition to what they already, corrected what they needed to in the offseason. So I think them and Dallas are going to be the two teams in the West besides us. Because I count us as a dark horse, but I still think in 7 games, I still think we could beat anybody. You know what I'm saying? I still think in 7 games we could beat anybody in the West. 7 games against the Celtics, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? We might not have enough firepower. But I think for us, man, those are the 3 teams. And I like Memphis. And I also like Houston. Just as a young team. They look real good. Jalen Green balling, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Drea. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he got to get his efficiency a little bit better, but he is getting them points, though. He getting buckets. I just want his shot selection to get a little bit better.
Yeah, his shot
thing, though.
Yeah, his shot selection.
The nigga shot 17 threes one night. Only made like 5 of them.
Shit.
That's kind of crazy, Jalen, but I still fuck with you, my nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's pretty much all I got, man. You got anything, man, before we head up out of here?
Nah, man, I'm cool, bro. Everybody just be cool. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing, work hard, keep God first, and everything happen.
And be safe out here, man. Ultimately, please be safe. Keep doing your thing. Stay consistent. We got 1 more month out the year. November is already here. November is here. 1 more, then 2025 is here. This another year that was a blur, bro. Another year that was a blur. This might have been my hardest working year of my life so far.
Word.
Might have been my hardest working year, bro. So, we'll continue to run it up, work, be safe. And yeah, man, that's pretty much all I got, man. So if you hear anything on this show to get you in your feelings, you feeling some type of way, always remember, we're just some messengers.
Out.